Hey guys, this is Jason Matthew from Trinidad and Tobago, and today we're going to be looking at Audacity. So, what is Audacity? Well, it's a free open source software that records and edits sound. And it could run on iOS, it could run on Windows, it could run on Linux. So, for today's session, you'll need a laptop with a built in mic. You will need Audacity installed on your system. And if you don't know where to get Audacity, that's fine. Please go to the links in the description below. There are links to the downloads, there are links to the wikis and forums, and a lot of great resources are there in the description below. So please check it out and just smile, and have a good time. Okay, guys, so by now you should have Audacity installed on your system. So let's open it up. So you click on the Audacity icon, Audacity opens. And it just took me a few hours to learn Audacity. And the reason for that is that Audacity is a simple and very intuitive program to use. Now you can see here there are buttons that you should already be familiar with. There's a pause, play, stop, rewind to the start, fast forward to the end, and record. So let's get straight into it and start recording. So as you can see, Audacity is recording my voice right now. And it's going to continue recording until I press the stop button. Something to note, you want that this meter here always goes below -6. If it goes beyond -6, what's going to happen is that when you export the file, the audio might sound distorted. So try to keep it below -6. So I'm going to press stop. Okay. Now this audio track, is only a portion of it that we are seeing. So then you can go over here and click on this tool, which will give you the whole audio track to fit inside that window. Now, so we have recorded some audio, and I can just play some of it so you can hear it.
And start recording. So as you can see, Audacity.
Right, so that's the audio recorded there. Now, when you're creating a podcast, you mightn't create a podcast in one sitting. So you've stopped it, and now you have returned, and you want to continue a podcast. Now, look at what happens when I press the record button. Warning, it's going to get a bit noisy. So just bear with me for a few minutes.
And start recording.
So you see, I am trying to talk now.
As you can see, Audacity is recording.
You're hearing the original file. Right now. So I'm going to pause. Right. So what was happening there is that Audacity was recording a new audio track, but the new audio track is being superimposed on the first audio track. So that is why you were hearing the first audio track while you were recording the second one. Now this might be ideal for, like, for instance, if you're recording a song and your first audio track was the background music, and now in the second audio track you're singing over the background music. But for a podcast, this could be very chaotic. So what do you do? Well, there are a few things that you can do. First of all, you don't have to do over this segment. You could use this tool here, which is the time-lapse tool. And you click on it. What you can do is that you can shift this audio track to, let me just click this again so it could fit, yeah. And you move using the time-lapse tool. You can move the second audio file until it lines up. See that yellow line? It means that when this first track finishes, this second one will immediately start, and it's going to be a continuous flow of the audio. So that's one way in which you could do it. Now there are other ways that I will show you. So for instance, let's undo all of this and go back to the original audio track, and you can do that. One of the good things about Audacity is that you can do unlimited undos until you go back to the first thing that you did. So I could go under edit and click undo time shift and continue like that. Or to speed things up, you could even go under view, click on history, and then you can go to where exactly you wanted to start back. So I'm going to go where I recorded the first audio track, so that's there. Okay, So that's it, and we have the first original audio track. Now, if you want to have a continuous recording, you do what is called an append record. And to get that, you press the shift key and then record. So you're pressing the shift key and record. And as you can see, it remains on the first audio track and it continues recording. So again, to do an append record, which is just to keep on the original audio track, you press the shift key and record, and you're going to get one continuous recording. Okay guys, so the next thing that we're going to be doing is to remove background noise. So all I've done is removed or deleted the previous audio track. And let's create a new one that is much shorter and more manageable. So this is a new audio track and we're going to remove background noise. Okay, what you do is that you highlight an area that has no voice. So it's pretty much like a flat line or close to the flat line. This area here is where you are not speaking. And what we are asking the software to do is to take that part there and whatever sound is coming up from there, and it's going to sample it and then remove it from the whole entire audio track. So we go under Effect, Noise Reduction, and you get the noise profile. Now you select the entire audio track, you go back to Effect, you press Noise Reduction, but this time you press OK. And what it does is that it cleans up the audio track. So you have just removed the background noise, which is a very useful tool. Okay, a next thing that you can do is that we could clean up this audio track, and that there's a lot of silence here. If I go to press play, you'll see it. So really and truly, the voice starts here and it ends somewhere here. So if I wanted to clean this up and only have the audio that I want, I could just highlight the area that I want. Okay, and then I can use this tool here and it will remove the unselected areas. So I just click on this tool and you see it removes the unselected areas. Now what's going to happen here? You see that there's a lot of space here, and that's the part that was deleted. So we use the time shift tool and you move your audio track to the start. And now when you press play, the audio track will start from the start.
This is
okay, and so that's it there. Okay, now something else you might want to do is that you might want to delete a part of your audio track. So for instance, they might have some dead silence here and you want to remove that. Or you coughed while recording and you want to remove that song. All you have to do is make sure the selection tool is selected and you highlight the area that you want to delete. And then you just press the delete button on your keyboard, or you could go edit and delete. And then as you can see, that portion that you selected is deleted and removed, and the audio file is still together as one. Now sometimes you might want to remove a section of audio from an audio track, but you don't want to lose it. You want to keep it and use it somewhere else. So let's just undo the delete. All right. In a situation like that, you highlight the piece that you want to remove. You go under edit, but this time you're going to go under remove special and do a split cut. Now when you do a split cut, that section of audio that you selected is removed, but it's not lost. It's stored in memory, and you could actually paste it in a new audio track. So let's get a new audio track. So we want stereo because this is stereo. There are 2 channels of sound. So stereo. So you have a new audio track, and all you do is edit, paste. So this is the piece that was deleted. Now, the good thing about that is that maybe, you are revising your podcast, and now you realize that that section there, you want it at the end rather than there in the middle. So you use your time lapse tool and you just move it to the end. And now, so it lines up there. Now when you play it, it's going to play at the end. If you wanted to bring it to the beginning, all you have to do is bring it to the beginning here and then shift this guy. All right, and you need to shift those two. So you can shift those two. Again, always using the time lapse tool, you can move your audio about. And once you have that yellow line there, that means that they have lined up. Okay, and now you have a continuous track. So there's a lot of combinations of this that you can do. So that's another thing that I learned while using the software. Okay, another thing is that sometimes you don't want to record your voice. You want to use audio files that you already have. And it's easy to do. You just use the import function. So you go under File, Import, and you go to Audio. And go to your folders. You will have a folder where you have stored audio files. Also, please look at the links in the description below. There are some really good sources of audio files that I have put some links for. So like for instance, so you just click on anything here that you like. So let's play kids playing, and you just click open and it comes up here. So if you press play, you get kids playing. And let's say you wanted another file in there. Again, just repeat the process. Import, all right. Go to your folder with your audio files and you just import it. Now, they give you some options here. And I will always choose make a copy of the files before editing. And the reason for that is that when you do that, whatever you do in Audacity, it doesn't affect the original file. So your original file remains intact. All right. So now we have two files. Now, again, just as before, it's in a new audio track, but they are superposed on each other. So you're going to be hearing both of them at the same time. Now, in some cases, that might be exactly what you want. So let me move this around to show you. So like let's say here. So you might have this audio track where the kids are playing, but you want to hear the police sirens at some point in time. And what you could do is that because they're two separate audio tracks, you can manipulate the volume. So if you wanted this to be louder, you could make it louder, or you can make this softer. So you have different options to play with there. All right, so now that you have your podcast, you have your ringtones, or whatever you have created, you need to export it as a file that other systems could play, like for instance, your phones or whatever. So you go under File, you choose Export Audio, and then you have different file types that you use, such as MP3s and so on. I would choose the WAV file simply because, especially if you're dealing with smaller files, it's uncompressed, so you get a very high quality file, as well as it can be played on both Mac as well as Windows computers. So you can save your file like that. Okay. Let's say you are not finished with the project. Well, then you go File and you click Save Project, and they're giving you the warning here because some people think that when they save the project, it's going to be an audio file. No, it's going to be a .aup file, which is an Audacity file, and you're saving it as an Audacity file with the intention that you're going to come back and continue with your project. If you're finished, then you do the export like what I taught you before. Okay guys, so hopefully with those little things I've shown you, you can start your projects. Please, in the comments below, let me know how things are going. And thanks for listening. Take care, guys. Bye.